been here at Newcastle Airport for about 8 years now. We originally came from the High Street as a retailer in Newcastle City Centre. We sell men's and women's fashion and travel accessories, all with a slant towards holidaymakers or people travelling. My name is Ian Chapman. I'm a director with Traveller based at Newcastle International Airport. In a couple of years' time, I'd like to be in a situation where we've managed to replicate this model throughout perhaps 5 airports in the UK, and to have ourselves in a very good position to expand upon that even further.
It's building a strong base that we can grow from at quite a quick rate in the future. But the next 2 to sort of 5 years are really about building that base. And I'm just building up the holiday wardrobe brand all around.
It's one of those things with our business, we don't know where the end is. It might be that we could even take this into Europe. Meeting Denise has been good. They've obviously had a look at our business and managed to get under the skin of it a little bit. So just to talk to somebody and sort of gauge that enthusiasm that's there, it's very reassuring for us.
The guys have successfully developed the business over a number of years here in Newcastle Airport, and they were very keen to explore the opportunities that may be presenting themselves with other airports in the UK, but both very conscious that they were working very hands-on in the business and liked the idea of potentially bringing some external expertise in to work with them. The guys have actually completed the online questionnaire for the Growth Mapper.
We had to do that independently. As a director, I had to do my own version. My co-director Giles had to give his version. Then that information is collated. The team assess that and decide whether or not your company is appropriate.
We'll get together now, look at the Growth Mapper, and obviously be able to confirm that the areas of weakness that Giles and Ian consider are where they would like some support with, are what we've identified within Growth Mapper. Then build our conversation around that, discuss the areas of pain that the company are going through at the moment, and where we can actually build up this proposal, this scope of support of the areas that we're looking the coach to work with the company. Once we've got that scope of support prepared, then that will form the brief to go to the coach, so that they can obviously then confirm to myself if the coach match and the company match is right, whether they've got the relevant expertise to be able to support.
Hi, this is Ian from Traveller with my first video diary. We've just got back from having a meeting with Denise, where we've established that we're going to get a coach on board. Denise took us through the Growth Mapper, which highlighted our strengths and weaknesses, which has been very useful. Using that, we're going to decide how we're going to go forward.
I was introduced to the guys as one of their potential coaches. So we got together, had a pre-meeting beforehand, really to establish whether there was a connection in terms of personality, and whether my experience and background would help them get from where they are now to where they want to be.
Paul Lilly has been instrumental in the work that we've been doing, and it's been really helpful and insightful as well. What he was very good at was making us see and identify and prioritise the various different things that we perhaps knew we had to do, but it forces you to look at your company under much more sort of stringent focus. So I think that's probably the main area, or certainly one of the main areas where he's helped us.
Paul has delivered exactly what I want. He's been there to encourage us, but he's also been there independently to sort of sit between us. Ian and I have been in business a long time, and we've known each other a lot of years. And sometimes it's very difficult for us to make the right decision because we're emotionally involved in the business. And so Paul has sat right between the two of us on many an occasion and helped us make a very clear decision, and that's been invaluable.
This is Ian from Traveller with my video diary number 2, the orbit tool on the wall. We've been looking at that and sort of finalising all the different areas that we need to start working on next.
The Orbit tool is actually probably one of the most powerful tools within the whole tool set. The question to the guys is, where do you want to be in 5 years' time? And to take strands from there, which are going to be points we want to measure and grow, we can then start to take small steps to achieve those goals, and it makes the whole process simpler and feel more achievable because you're in 6-month blocks or 12-month blocks rather than looking out to 5 years, which can feel a little bit overwhelming at some point.
At this moment in time, we've looked at 3 airports: Manchester, Liverpool, and Edinburgh. We know that there's probably 9 airports in the UK that we feel confident can accommodate us with regard to the passenger flow, the passenger profile. So yeah, we've still got a few more to look at, and with this tool, hopefully that'll help us make a decision.
I sincerely hope that we hit the targets we've set out for ourselves, which is, in 5 years' time, that this is such a successful retail entity across multiple locations.
I didn't have a 6-month goal ahead of us. I was looking much further afield than that, perhaps as far as 5 years ahead. That said, I think we've managed to achieve a lot of our goals a lot quicker than what we anticipated.
Being in a forum where we can overview the entire business has been really helpful. A lot of the time it feels like I'm juggling quite a lot of plates, and to do it this way, away from the phones and just the 3 of us sitting in a room and really putting our heads together and working on the business has been really valuable. My experience of GrowthAccelerator has been it's been superb. Having that third party there is always a good thing anyway, because it can mediate a lot of the time. The orbit diagram has been a wonderful tool. That's been really helpful. In fact, that's probably been the most pivotal thing that we've been shown. Yeah, it's just been really good for us.